I don't know. Like, did you see major distinctions between the way that your relationship and your relationships, right? How those relationships went compared to the outside world? Did you get a lot of pushback? How did you handle that? I know that none of us are perfect, and we don't have to go into temptations and struggles if you're not comfortable doing that. But I just want to know what that journey, that relationship journey, looked like for you guys, and how it was different, and your thoughts on it.
Yeah. I did not expect to get so many opinions about that. Like, I just thought...
About what?
About saving yourself for marriage is the biggest thing, which I think that encompasses a lot. Like, I think that does lead to a lot of,
totally,
not that we're perfect, but like selflessness,
yes,
and like, you know, dying to yourself and everything. And I expected, especially also like going to UGA, which is a bigger party school. It's huge. I wouldn't say that is common at all.
Right.
And I also thought, though, that, you know, I'm going to go into it, you know, I'm just, you know, Peter and I, we're waiting for marriage. We're putting God at the center of our relationship, or trying our best to, and no one's going to have an opinion about that. Right. But it's wild how many people do have
It's not weird to me that they had opinions. It's weird to me that a lot of people shared their opinions with you.
Yes.
Can you talk to that a little bit? Because that is weird.
Yeah. So I do think a lot of, some of, like, the roommates that I live with, they are some of my best friends, and they're wonderful. They're Christians. They're great.
Sure. Now that you said all that.
Yeah. they were definitely surprised. Like, when Peter, maybe we would all have a bunch of friends over, Peter would sleep on the couch. Yeah. And they were like, oh, why is Peter on the couch?
As opposed to in your room?
Going wrong? Yeah, exactly. And so that kind of sparked some interest. Everyone was very respectful. But it's interesting, like, when you're preparing to be married, that is really when things spark, like, the comments. Because normally, like, when you're dating, it's like, oh, okay, like, they're waiting for marriage, but so many people doubted that we were actually doing it. Right. We're like, well, we are, but we don't have to prove that. Right. And then when we were getting married, there were some people that made comments about, like, oh, like, you know, how do you know you'll be compatible? Which is it's like, why do you have an opinion about my...
It's not even like one person, it's like several.
Multiple people. Yeah. Just having opinions about that was very surprising to me. I know it is.
Right. Hey, maybe I could just not talk about my sex life.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be a fun thing you could do. I don't know that well.
I was like,
every time my mom finds out that we're having another kid, and she tells her friends or whatever, they'll always say things like, "Is that going to be the last kid?" Like what? And my mom has started. My mother's in her 70s, and her response has become, "They don't share anything with me about their sex lives." So
love
we're
that.
not.
That's amazing.
I'm sorry for derailing your story. But
yes, no, that's basically that was one of the biggest things that surprised me about it. Is like, I also think that it's both people in the relationship really have to be committed to it.
I'm on that all the time because we have all these guys who will say, yeah, I'm willing. Yeah, of course I'm willing. I'm going to respect your decision.
Exactly.
Right. And what that actually means, because I've been one of those guys before, right, is, I'm not going to push anything on you, but women feel temptation too. And eventually your guard's going to be down one day, and then I'm going to move in. Right. And that's awful. You have to have both and.
You both have to be in it for yourself in a non-selfish way.
Yes.
Like you have to both be like this. I'm making this decision for myself. I'm not doing this for anybody else.
Right.
Whoa, hey, Producer Ben here. If you enjoyed what you saw just now, then go check out the full episode, because this is only a snippet. We've got a whole hour talking about stuff just like this. And if you really enjoyed, please drop us a like, subscribe, so you never miss an Honest to God episode.